Hi. Hey, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. How exciting that it's Valentine's Day. I hope that everyone here is just having a day full of love and self-love. Like, don't forget to not just give, but to love yourself up like crazy. Such an important part of Valentine's Day and of our lives too. Self-love is the critical piece that many people miss. So I wanted to, and this kind of relates to that actually. Hey, Alfonso, I want to talk about the importance of being still and being quiet in parenting. And what I mean by that is your inner world, is that your inner world can find its stillness and its quietness. It's so important because in parenting, we have things thrown at us constantly, like whether your children are teenagers like mine, I have two teens, or whether you have younger children, you are getting things thrown at you constantly. And I'm not talking about physical objects, even though that can be the case, but I am talking about that you're having ideas thrown at you or different agendas thrown at you. And especially like for me, one of the challenges I've found with teenagers is that they have their own desires and wants and ideas and agendas, and then we clash with those things. And I'm still running the ship. I'm the parent. I'm running the ship, and I have to decide, well, whose needs do I take care of right now? And so there's just constant chaos. It can be constant chaos in parenting, and that's the point I'm trying to make, is that we need to have practices in place that help us to create quiet within us. And that is really one of our biggest jobs as a parent. And that's what I have found over the years, is that I have created these practices of meditation. I get listened to on a regular basis. And I just do things. I have different meditations that I do, actually. I have more than one meditation style that I do. Hi, Fred. And so creating practices that allow us to create that inner stillness, that inner quietness, so that when we get, and I even feel like as a parent of two teens, that I get daggers thrown at me a lot because, I get confrontation, I get upsets, I get challenges. Hey, thank you, Fred, thrown at me. And at first I was like, what the heck is going on? But over time, doing these practices where I can find quietness and stillness, I have been able to, when these things happen, in terms of things that aren't comfortable or challenging, or my children throw something at me about their agenda that I don't agree with, or they're doing something I don't agree with, I can just really separate myself from the drama. I can separate myself from the emotions, not my own emotions, but I can set them aside to deal with them later. But I can separate myself from other people, from their emotions, or my concern about what do people think, or my concern about, oh my goodness, I have the craziest kids on the planet. And so all these things that happen to us in parenting, being able to find the quietness to not explode, to not react. And that's really where I'm going with this, is that it's so important to be able to find that stillness and quietness so that that's what our children need more than anything. That when they're, saying to us some big thing, and we're, well, I'm really not doing my homework tonight, or I hate my school and I'm not doing homework, or I'm not going to school tomorrow, I'm not leaving at the time that you want to leave, whatever it is, that we can just look at that and not take it personally and not think it's the biggest deal in the world, but we can quietly say, no, that's really not the way it's going to work, sweetheart. We have, hi, Emmanuel and Carol. So I hope that I'm being clear in terms of it's being able to find quietness to not have the reactivity. And part of the way I do that too is I look at big picture, okay, my kids are going through massive changes in their brains right now. And I could just look at the big picture, is that I just hold their goodness. And that's part of where I find quietness in myself as well, is that I am responsible. I think of myself as a parent as being responsible for no matter what my children say or do, that I'm in charge of remembering that they're good, that they are good through and through, and they are good human beings, and they were born good, and that I can hold that goodness for them, no matter how snarly or no matter how much attitude they have, or no matter how many eye rolls they give me. I know it's not about me. I know it's about all the things they're experiencing in their life, and I know it's not easy for them, and I can hold that for them, that, you know what, that's my good girl. And I don't have to say it all the time. Sometimes I actually do say it to my kids, and sometimes I don't say it to them. But I can still hold that, and they will see that in how I'm beaming at them and how I'm shining my light on them, no matter what they do or say. And this is one of the keys for me in parenting, is to stay in that place. And that's where practices to stay in the quietness, to stay in the stillness of parenting is huge. And so I hope you can find that, and I hope you can find the practices that work for you. If you ever are looking for specific practices, I can help you with that. You're more than welcome to send me a private message, or just put a comment here, because I'm sure if you're looking for it, someone else is also looking for it. So I hope that this is helpful to you in the quietness and stillness of your internal world, to live into that, and so that you can be more of who you are. And I appreciate you, and just hope you have a beautiful, amazing day. Thank you. Bye-bye.